an agreement and a workers' agenda. The same workers' agenda.
Okay, we live now. Put the phone horizontally, sideways.
As
Sideways. We are live.
Fund for the 2025 budget in the Parliament last year. Now, for me,
like that?
For me,
it has to go sideways because it ought to get widescreen.
In the book of the because attention. The commitment to create a living way.
You have it. If you hold it, if you hold it.
A way that will
horizontally.
Horizontally. The proliferation of control work in the public service in statutory money.
Just keep it where you have it then. Right. I had to put it horizontal to get a wide screen, but I don't know if you got to adjust the phone. Right.
A bit horizontal
now. Just put it back how you had it.
And to simplify
because it's not working. All right, just put it back how you had it. Yeah. All right, that's good. That's good. That's good. Go ahead. Anyway, you're live.
Including the retrenchment and severance benefit act. Networkers have gone home. Networkers have gone home since this Brownie and South government was formed. And today, over 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years, they have not received any severance benefit. And also the industrial relations act. The commitment to make corporate and summer a criminal offense. Remember, corporate and summer were more like London, and you can't say anything. The countries around here will create all of those who are responsible for trade unions. Aimed at providing a contributory pension plan model for generated workers for a long term, for the life of dignity after retirement. Not only so young and Rowley deserve a pension, workers deserve a pension. The commitment to work with trade unions to ensure that workers from the public service have accessibility to age in housing. The commitment to prevent corner for workers.
You're alive.
Based on the collective bargaining process. The commitment to improve the employment of all public service sector workers. The commitment to restart the point of view refinery. And no more. Why we can't go about 80% in the sector? There's a commitment to reduce the unjust and unfair 4% over 6 years and the commitment to restore free and fair collective bargaining process in all of the outstanding minimum salary negotiations. We don't have that again. We don't have that another period. What we have is bringing by the CDO. Force you, putting by the courts, to force the workers and the unions to accept that unfair 4%. And while these are just some of the general items of report, there are many other union-specific issues that were addressed in the local agenda to many mentioned here this evening. But let us not forget Trinidad and Tobago. Let us not forget that for the past 10 years, Robbie and South Young did not bring one piece of labor legislation to the parliament. That is how much they care about you, the worker.
Correct.
This evening, I will want to remind all workers of this country. Therefore, I want on this platform to remind all workers of the country that it was not Ghana who raised that white list 7 times. It was Brownie. And other different taxes, it was Brownie and Georgia. She did not estimate that people put in hundreds of workers on the red line. It was wrong. She did not alone hundreds of workers at UNC. It was wrongly and Georgia. And said, "Who won the movement?" So, it was wrongly and Georgia. It wasn't Ghana. We have told them we did 4% of us in consolidated. Remember this when you go to vote. Remember this when you go to vote. It was wrongly and Georgia. It wasn't Ghana. Who told the Ghanaian workers 000 with no way over in the current marriage negotiations? Again, it was wrongly and Georgia. It wasn't Ghana who weaponized the vote and disregarded the collective bargaining process. Remember, it was the PNM government that did that. Don't forget that. The amendment lead the unprecedented frontal attack on union workers and attempted to destroy your trade unions. No, it was not Ghana. It was Rahuli and Studio who did it. It was not Ghana who closed up DC Caroli Green and the Child Services Limited. Who it was? It was Rahuli. And today, I want to remind all the petroleum workers, that it was not Ghana. And get over the world. Take away the American. Put your hands in Germany. They want you to get the last 10 years. They want you to forget the last 10 years. For them, it is a statement that last 10 years never existed. They would like you to forget the pain, the horror, and the nightmare, and the arrogance, and the bullying of Rowley and Georgia on the moon of but we can afford to forget that. They want you to forget that Rowley and Georgia presided over the loss of over 60,000 jobs. 60,000 jobs with 60,000 families in this country. Yeah? So when you go to vote, remember all of these things. It was what if you put all of the blood and give them they will complete the job to fully destroy the narrative they don't and not recognize this country when it sits on the map. To not take God out of jobs. Imagine, after crashing the economy, right before your eyes, you're only going to $6 billion and pay $87,000 in pension and type out even $20 again. We will neither forget nor forget them for the business of the frontal and trade unions in this country. And therefore, We are not prepared to sit and wait for the results. We are prepared to help. And that is why we have put forward two candidates, Clyde and Elder, to win the lottery and I am appealing to all voters in this country. Tonight, I am appealing on this platform. I am appealing to all voters in this country to join with the UNC and the coalition of interest, to join with us in our rescue mission to save our country, to create a better future with many opportunities, not just for you as voters, but for your children and future generations. But I must strongly advise you not to be distracted, not to fall for the deception, lies and false promises of this wicked PLM government at this 99th hour. In 10 years, they have underdeveloped this country. They have taken Trinidad and Tobago almost 4 decades backwards. With absolutely no achievement to show, they will use the only weapon we have, that is the weapon of race. But do not fall for that. Do not fall for that. Let us stay united and keep our focus on winning. I also want to tell you that no other political party, whether to work or to die, will win. The only political party to win this general election and put this country back together again is the unity and the political party. So on election day, Monday the 28th of April, as voters go out in your number and vote for yourself, vote for your children, vote for your future, vote for jobs, vote for opportunity, vote for living, vote for the government and the It's not Kamala who spent $600 billion and nothing working. It's Rowley still it's not Kamala who $600 billion and all the children get rich. It's Rowley. It's not Kamala. It's the black boy. It's Rowley. Well said. I'm going to ask you a few questions. And these questions is what everyone is going to take to the polls of April 28th. Who loves us? Kamala. Who dedicated her life to the city people of Trinidad and Tobago? Kamala. Who understand what it is to be able to people of Trinidad and Tobago? Kamala. And we say on the radio. Ladies and gentlemen, people of Trinidad and Tobago. Especially invite your guests until the gym. Alexander. And we must acknowledge with us this evening our good friend, our partner, Mr. Jack Warner. Please welcome him. And the other voters, in the interest of time, I will skip all the protocols for the moment, but know that you're loved and you're appreciated, and thank you all for the support that you have given our great party and our friends. I start as I usually end. You have had leaders before me. You will have leaders after me. But you will never, ever have a leader who loves you as much as I do. All the powerful speakers who came before me. Dr. Monilal, Sister JJ, Ansel, and Philip, thank you very much, please, for your very powerful support. And I understand, and I want you to understand, that political leadership is about love. It is about empathy. It is about caring. It is about competence and experience and emotional intelligence. Leadership is about compassion. I appreciate Brother Comrade Roger. He expressed it better than I could in myself. Leadership is about compassion. And that compassion comes about shared experiences and sacrifices. Strong, competent leadership is not about buffing. It is not about berating. It is not about bullying other persons. Strong leadership is about listening. Strong leadership is about comforting people, encouraging people, accepting people, and accepting the responsibility for the lives and livelihoods of people. So I look to you and I say the UNC is about empowerment. The UNC is about empowerment, empower you. Empower each and everybody. I have the confidence to do as per mine and tell you tonight. Get up! Stand up! Stand up! Stand up! Stand You stand up and replace fear with courage. You stand up and replace weakness with strength. We must stand up and replace despair with hope. The UNC, the coalition of interest, remains the only hope for Trinidad and Tobago. This victory requires action from every
citizen who is fed up. We are fed up with one small group who unfairly gets richer while you struggle, whilst the PLM uses the power of the state to oppress you. One small group gets everything. They get all the forex. They get all the opportunities, while you and your children, you get nothing. Nothing from going, nothing from Churchtown, nothing from a single one of them. And we must make sure that that ends on April 28th. We must make sure that ends on April 20th when you vote for the UNC and the PEP candidates and you vote for the coalition of interest. That vote is for you. That vote is for you because you deserve to win and you deserve to keep winning. It's you. You know, many people come to me daily. They pledge their support for the UNC this election, but they're afraid of being victimized. They're afraid of being victimized by the police in the PNM. They're afraid. They fear the PNM will destroy their lives if they criticize them. But whether covertly or overtly, you campaign for the UNC on the streets and on and inside the voting booths on that day. You come up and you write with your finger when you call your vote for the great Republican. When you will take back power, and we will all win together. You citizens, you will be the heroes in this story. When this story is written, every single citizen and their friends and families will be the heroes in this story. And so, do not be afraid. As my sister JJ told you, and I say all the time, no weapon formed against us shall ever prosper. So tonight I want to take a moment to reintroduce myself to you. Some things you may not know, and some things you may have forgotten. So I will refresh your memories. I am Pamela Prasad Bisasa. I am the proud daughter of Rita Prasad. She was a socially ostracized person coming from the lowest caste and classes. She was a garden worker. She was a housemaid. She was a shop cleaner. She was a roti seller. In fact, when I was going to school, they called her roti girl. But she made the best roti you would ever taste in all of Samaria. Roti seller, roadside lorry seller, vendor, jewelry, street seller, part-time seamstress used to sew all my clothes. And from her I learned to sew my clothes too. Don't do it much these days with a time. She was just a seamstress. And she created and molded the first female Attorney General of Trinidad and Tobago. Following my father, they molded and created the first female leader of the opposition. And together, they molded, they created the first woman prime minister of Trinidad and Tobago. And with your help, on April 15, I will be the second female prime minister. They can say whatever they want to say about me. And what they have not said is not left to be said because they have made up everything they could and said everything they could say about me. But you know that Kamla does not back down from anyone. No backing down. Tonight, I am letting the wicked bully know all that the UNC cannot and better than anyone else. And you know why? Very simple answer. Because when the UNC wins, when the UNC wins, you win. When the UNC wins, TNT wins. So I will tell you, if I get a little emotional tonight, it's because I can feel the love coming to me. I share the love of Christ and I can feel it. And I want to thank you for that. I really want to thank you. And it is only a leader who has shared life experiences can love you and your children. Because we have shared experiences. Only then can a leader truly know and understand your feelings, the pain, the ambitions, and then take decisions in your best interest. Only a leader who has worked as a waitress in England. I left Trinidad at 16 years old. I had to help work to pay for my schooling. I worked as a waitress. You sure you do that? I don't think you do that. You're too young. I worked as a waitress in England to help pay for my schooling. And if I can understand the feelings of men and women who work long hours in the fast food outlets, in the casinos, in the restaurants, in stores, and the service industry, to pay for their schooling or to take care of their families and their children. I understand that. This is why whenever I go to events, people tell you, cameras watching for the people in the kitchen, cameras looking for the fellows who serve the food. I see the people, they sweep the floors, and I know what it is. I see them serving the meals, they pack the chairs, they clear the tables, they clean the washrooms. I see them. Let me tell you, their work is very tiring. Working as a waitress, I tell you, was really tiring. Sometimes it felt like knocking on a customer with a plate. And you have to remain calm. My name is Kamla. Remain calm. Remain calm. So I was not putting a customer with a plate. I stayed calm. Only a leader who walked the streets with her mother, selling house to house, could understand the hustle and perseverance of street vendors, rubber vendors, delivery sales drivers, or the men selling by the traffic lights. I understand them. My mother got jewelry consignment, and she used to travel to San Fernando from Safari. She would walk the streets selling that jewelry to help earn some money to support herself and her family. I remember when I came back to Trinidad, and I would go with her house to house in places like Bellevue. All that picture areas here, Maka and San Fernando. Mr. Dollar would go there, we go out, I would go with her. I was then 18 years old in university. And we would go house to house. And I would smile. I believe I would smile. So I would smile. And help her. To tell me that you had to sell. If you didn't sell, you didn't eat. So I understand the plight of all those vendors out there. Only a lady, I tell you, will understand because we have shared experiences. I am your, and I got a diamond who was shot in Jamaica. From the middle of the street, I saw this man bleeding. That was outside the university gates. And I picked him up in my finger and a little yellow bag. It was yellow even then. And a little yellow finger. The little yellow arm. Some kind of wagon. Volkswagen, thank you. Thank you very much, Volkswagen, the yellow one. And I grabbed him and then I small hole and so on. And I put him in my little Volkswagen. Up to today, I will never ever forget the smell of that blood. Never ever forget it. Because it stained the car, whatever. But the smell of that blood of a man shot. And I drove him to the hospital. Those of you who studied in Jamaica will know. Dr. Molo will know you studied in Jamaica with us at that time. University Hospital was right in front of the university. So when I picked him up, I took him to the University Hospital and helped to save his life. And so I understand when mothers and brothers and sisters and fathers, when we see our children being gunned down, our loved ones gunned down every single day, you understand what horror that must be. I understand your experience because I've experienced it. That day in my car, I will never ever forget. I understand. And I will understand that you don't need 4 men in a pipe to die. You don't need 4 men in a pipe to die. This government showed no remorse. They paid their eat-a-food lawyers over $50 million for a commission of inquiry, and not 1 cent for the families of those divers. Not a cent. Not one. Tonight I understand and I know, I demand that the government pay the families of those divers. You know what? Tell you what to do. We demand a pay. I tell you, when we win, that will be one of the first things I will do. That's the first thing that I will do. You have to make sure that happens. On the 28th of April, you have to make sure when you cast your votes for the UNC and the PP coalition of interest, you must make sure that happens. And I don't break my word. I don't break my word. In the last election, I promise you, the children's life fund, you remember? And that's when I went to the government, we went to the government, that was cabinet note number 1 of my government to create the children's life fund. And whatever nonsense they're doing with it, we will fix that too, Philip. We will fix it together. We will fix it together. Whatever it is, new legislation is needed. You can't pass. Barry talks of it all the time. The legislation needs to be revised. It needs to be balanced so that more children could get that here. So I tell you, people know the difference, you know. Know that only a leader shared your life experience, and I've shared some with you. Only then you can know. Only then can you know how much way you love your children is the way this leader loves every one of you and your children. People know the difference between fabricated fake propaganda campaign. You know the difference? The difference from that propaganda video, people learn how to hop up, they never hop up to somebody to watch. But just stay back. Just back up. Don't take that from your young and school, his guns. But people know when they stage that video with all that going on. You know the difference. You know that not real. I'm calling to Philip once. That's their work in here tonight. That's their work in here tonight. And I know you know what is real. You know what is genuine. And therefore, on the 28th, you will show that you understand when you cast that vote. I know you all. And many of you also know me. I know Belman ring the bell, but when elections day going until I'm Belman. His name is Silver Glowing. I know his daughter's name. She's Ayana. And I know you have plenty of grandchildren. Give it up to Belman. Always a man beating the drum at almost every UNC meeting. Give him a round of applause. He lives in St. Martin, near the old train line on the road. I know him. I know Babita from Kubutu Manson. From Choco Bradley. She lost her foot. Babita lost her foot. But she will always send me kind messages, greetings to me all the time. She will send me words of encouragement. I know what to do. And this is where you can't fake real. You cannot fake love. And I know so many of you will believe, we talk, we greet. And I know you tonight, big up Twiggy. Big up Joy, who is also with us. John lost his son at the expense of criminals. I don't want to repeat how horrible that experience was. And she went on social media and she talked about it when she went to see where her son was lying dead on the street in Port of Spain. One day she will tell us again about it. So I tell you, I love you all the time. Sometimes I feel silly in this and oh, you must keep saying it. I want to ask you this. Have you ever heard in all these years, have you ever heard Stuart or any of those PNM MPs, former MPs, have they, has anyone ever said they love me? Have you ever heard that? Never. Never. If they do not love their own members, you think they can love you? If you give up your children, they're all their own members. Young told the PNM meeting and was just scared that when he returned to Trinidad in 1998, he said he landed in the new Piamo airport. You hear live? That is right. Because there was no new airport in 1998. He said he landed in a new airport in 1998 and he saw the corruption. And he immediately went where? To the PNM to save the country. And he stood at the back of the crowd in the PNM meetings. Now, I don't know which airport this man landed in 1998. Because JJ will tell you, because she was instrumental in that, helping then UNC with Mr. Pandey build that airport. That new airport was opened in May 2001. 3 years after this man landed on Mars. 3 years later. That's his version. That's his version, and so many other distorted versions and visions. He has no shared experiences with rank and file persons, whether outside of the kingdom. He has not with you. So he resorts to fabrications. You're in Parliament, that kind of the word, so we have to get another word. See, we mark here, we have to use another word, we say fabrication. But that is all lie. You hear lie? That was a lie. That was a lie. Landed here in 1998. And here it is, resorting to making up things fabricated. Scripted interaction. We can never understand or appreciate your circumstances. So you will never win with him. You will never win with him. You will only lose. That's all that will happen. You will only lose. You have been losing with Siot Young, and I can't say that Mr. Roger. Who is it? You have been losing with them for almost 10 years. Your heart stick breaking your ears. You've been losing with them for almost 10 years, man. Wake up, take out the stick from your ears. Ask the PNM, where is your raise in salary? Lost it. Where is your transfer promotion? Lost. Where is your child's laptop? Lost. Where is your life of freedom? Lost because you are locked up in your house. Where are the banks are not income invading your home? Where is your foreign exchange? That too lost. Where are the 5,000 persons who were murdered in this country? Lost. Where are the over 5,000 persons who died in COVID? Lost. You have been losing with them for almost 10 years. Where are your jobs? Mr. Roger told us 65,000 jobs have been lost under this government. And soon you may lose your free speech. When he bans social media platforms, you will lose freedom of speech. You know, many parties are contesting this election. Many parties. But the UNC is the only party that has a democratically elected leader. Did you know that? Did you know that? Big up Mr. Roger, he won his elections too. Whatever PNM cancel them. Some others, well, they hate me for them pop-up parties. PEP is not a pop-up party. PEP has fought so many elections. So many elections. And therefore, I say to you, I'm the only political party leader in this general election elected by our membership, elected by you. I was elected based on my track record of service and delivery. I was elected on a track record of hard work. I have never ever betrayed my party or forgotten that I work for you, or membership, and for the citizens of our land. I have never forgotten that. My track record, I am not the leader of a political party because I have friends and family and my father is a big boy and so on. My father didn't buy nothing for me. When he buys food, or could see that one man is a rich father. Or just took care of every time. But I didn't become the leader of this party and all the other positions because my father voted for me, or because of my father's record, or because I bullied and blackmailed myself up to the top. No, no, no. I worked hard, and I earned it. So when political leaders come to you asking for your vote, ask them, where is your track record? Where is your track record? And ask them to list their track record. Look, I could list you about 20 things right now, and more. So let me just give you a few. I could give you also my track record. Children's Life Fund. Children's Authority. Constructed over 106 new schools. Created over 55,000 new jobs. No new tax, remember that? No new taxes. We settled so many wage negotiations, and Darcy always reminds me. 135 wage negotiations settled. I increased the wage pension not once, but twice. I increased the minimum wage not once, but twice. We built hospitals, we talked about the San Fernando Hospital. We built health centers, we improved health care. Let me remind you, it was this Trini Safari girl who made sure the hospital in Tobago and Scarborough was completed for the people of Tobago. And I got one man. They had left that hospital in scrap. And when you put us back there, we will make sure the Porter General Hospital is properly completed. We earn the highest foreign direct investment in the history of Trinidad and Tobago. We grew our economy to the best GDP in our history. We had the highest savings in our history. We kept the prices down. Remember, we removed about 7,000 items. We moved the VAT out. We provided the laptops for our children. We gave them textbooks. We gave them school feeding. We gave them school transport. God, remember that? I know Shanti goes around from my constituency. She had a yellow maxi taxi driving his children. We increased scholarships. We opened the gate. We had the lowest crime rate in the state. We built police stations. Built hospitals, I told you.
Okay.
We built police stations. Judy talked about it. Fire stations. We built it. They wouldn't even put a fire tender in these states. 10 years now, you know. Why? Why? But you can fill your pocket. You pack your bags and you're gone. Pack your bags and you're gone, and all the money going from the treasury. So leave this country. Hold your bag. We increased scholarships. I said and open the gate, lower the crowd. You got the most extensive road and bridge repair program in our history. You got water in your taps, remember that? We eliminated recreation grants around the country. We kept the fuel prices down, electricity and water prices down. As Mr. Rogers probably it wasn't enough. Who increased the prices it was?
Bro.
Who it was?
Bro, we are still
We improved the ease of doing business across the board. And so when you ask me where the money went in our term, I can tell you these are just some of the achievements during that period. That money went to you and your children because that is your money. That is taxpayer dollars, your money. It went to you, and so my job as a leader was to make sure you and your families benefited from the tax dollars. I did that. No citizen of our country should be condemned to a life of poverty where the UNC government is in office. No one, no one. So you will have a chance to do better and to have opportunities to grow. You must benefit from government spending.
So every incarnation.
When a man might get something from whatever. I remember there are some calypso vocals and the government paid for all that. And when I saw that, told you they paid for red fed, party fed ticket, and that's your money. You should benefit from that money, not them and their friends and either good families, not them. You will have a UNC government to put things in place for you to do better and for your families to do better. You must benefit from government spending. That is your right as a citizen. You must benefit, and the UNC and the coalition of interest will make that happen. You know why? You have been struggling for too long, 10 long years, out in the wilderness. Families have been struggling for far too long. Businesses have been struggling for far too long. People have been unemployed for far too long. Workers have been waiting for salary increases for far too long. And it's all because guilty and lonely government for far too long. Been here too long. So, what is their track record? Can you point to anything, touch anything? Can you point to anything? I could point to that hospital right up the road. The San Fernando teacher, you could touch it. You could touch it, you could see it. What can they point to? A one floor, my son David Naked, for the video he did with that water spray, now one floor hospital that's supposed to have 12 floors. That is their track record. So when they come for your vote, ask these leaders to tell you their track record of delivery and what they did to stand up to protect you and your families. They have none. Their record is only what their daddy gave them. Their record is only favoritism, never hard work, no sacrifice that you make and you do every day. I will tell you this, and I'm not a boastful person. Sometimes they tell me I don't let people know enough. But I'll tell you this, only me graduated at the top of a class in a law school. And I couldn't get a job after because I didn't father and four families. He couldn't get a job. Top of the law school, he was in law school, you know. I'm very proud of I think about it. I tell you, only big boys, Philip. They're not big boys. They don't have those connections with the superior. But I could understand how you feel. When you or your child goes to university and they graduate, they study hard, they graduate with a degree, and they come out of the university, they can't get a job. They go to high school for so many years, they come and they can't get a job. But you see, others who are not qualified getting jobs because they have the daddies and the mummies in the right places. They have to be the crew in the right places.
The one and only Leonard Smith on YouTube
I
Live.
graduated as a class. No one will hire me because I didn't have the godfather or the godmother to help me. So when I tell you, I would that is an experience that many of us have to share. Many of us, almost every one of us has been unfairly treated and lost opportunities that you earn.
Tell me about
Went to
this.
some lazy person because their daddy and mommy had influence. See, I know, not every, so true. You work hard every day, and then poof, poof, someone parachutes into the promotion you earn because their father or mother knows someone. No positive track record. I said, their track record is zero, zilch, nada, nothing. No positive track record. Ask them for their track record and compare. Compare them to us. Ask yourself who stood up to protect your pensions. Remember that recently? Who stood up? They dropped the bill in Parliament and they think we were sleeping. But only one man I knew. Well, more than one, but we know one. The Rasta still. Rasta man always sleeps. I picked up that bill and I broadcast it to you all. You know, they still have that bill on the order paper. When was that? You all remember, Vanana? December. That was your Christmas present from them. But we must, as I say, busted on the floor. They stayed quiet, but it's still on the order paper. You know why? They're waiting for your vote so that they could go and implement that bill to take back your pension and your public assistance. So, as you all say, don't take God out of your thoughts. Protect your pension. I stood up to protect your pensions, and I will do so again. I ask you again, who stood up? Who stood up against mandatory vaccinations? I did. And when we had no vaccines yet, I wrote to the Indian government, the first set of vaccines we get is because of that intervention, because it's a gift from the Indian government. I thank the Indian government for that donation. Who stood up against a cashless society? I did, and Philip did too. He stood up against cashless society. Who stood up against increased water rates, electricity rates? I did, we did. Who was the only leader of a political party who went out to protest against increasing prices for the fuel? I did, we did. Who stood up against interference in independent institutions? I did, we did. You all remember? We went to Parliament with a motion against the president because that is when Rowley had gone to interfere with the appointment of a commissioner of police. You all remember that? And we went to Parliament, but the Parliament is headed by people who are PNM people. The rest is history, but we exposed them always interfering in independent institutions. I say again to you tonight, who wants to give you legal firearms laws so you can defend your family? So Young's terrible 10-year track record as the most senior government minister proves he cannot improve your lives and livelihoods. The other parties, some of them are funded by the PNM. Don't fool yourself, you know. You must think, well, where did they get all that money going? Where the money coming from? Who will benefit? Not you, not our citizens. Who will benefit from them other proper parties? Who? Who? It's the PNM. It's the PNM. They are funded by the PNM. They have no track record of delivery and service. None whatsoever. And any vote for the PNM, any vote for the smaller parties, their financing will be a vote against you, a vote against yourself, a vote against your families. Remember that. It is a vote to lose your pension. It is a vote to get increased taxes from them, increased water rates, electricity rates, food and fuel prices, more traffic tickets, property tax, job cuts, business closures, no foreign exchange, no salary increase. And a cashless society, when you vote for these pop-up candidates, is a vote for all those wicked, destructive things. It is a vote to continue the violent crime crisis. That would be a vote for home invasions and extortion. It is a vote against giving your family a fighting chance against violent criminals. In this election, you only win when the UNC wins. You only win when the UNC wins. When UNC wins, everybody wins. When UNC wins, Trinidad and Tobago wins. And together with our coalition of interest, together we will fix it. Together we will fix Trinidad and Tobago. So tonight, for those who are not here with us in this crowd, and when I came, and I'm told still there are more people outside this hall than there are people inside the hall. Thanks to all of them. For those who are tuned in, listening, watching, I invite you into the UNC home. I invite you into the house of the rising sun. Welcome home, welcome home. You all know your lives were better and your children were safer under our previous government. Come to a home that loves you, that will take care of you, and that will protect you. Come to a home where you can choose your leader democratically. Come to a home where you are the first priority. Come to a home where your children have a brighter future. Come to a home where everybody knows your name. Our UNC campaign slogan, when UNC wins, everybody wins. When UNC wins, retirees will win. I'll tell you why. Because we will work together with the coalition partners to decrease taxes on your retirement benefits and private pensions. When UNC wins, retirees win. They work hard their whole life and pay tax their whole life, and when you retire, you're still paying tax. We will work to reduce that tax on your pensions and your retirement benefits. When UNC wins, your mental health wins as well. There has been a proliferation of noise pollution emanating from homes and sets and bars and clubs, intolerable to the persons living nearby. The UNC and our partners will amend the noise pollution laws to protect your mental health in these noisy stores and businesses. The system of granted bar license, party license will be changed by the UNC. To remove, at the moment in Wales, the police, the TTPS, they are the complainants in all of those matters. So you're going to complain about the bar next door, plenty noise. I went through some years of that right where I live here in Philippines. The complainant is a police officer and prosecutor in the case. And therefore, they run the case for all the court case I'm talking about. We will amend that law so that you, the person directly affected, can be the person to prosecute your matter with the help of the police officers. And then you can hire your own lawyers. I'm not making a case for lawyers, but then you can hire your own lawyers against the noise makers to get your peace and your rest in your own home. So when UNC wins, I said, your mental health wins. When UNC wins, the businesses will win. Businesses will win with lower taxes. They win with investments in port operations, lower security costs, more forex, and a focus on growing micro, small, and medium enterprises. Businesses win with the establishment of a national commission, which we do, of a commission on the banking and financial sector to make sure that you are not exposed by the high fees and interest rates that spreads, and that banks and financial institutions perform the essential development role of converting national savings into national investment. The Commission will also work to ensure a fair distribution of forex. A fair distribution of forex. We will deregulate financial bureaucracy to facilitate businesses and business transactions. When UNC wins as well, families win. Families win. Families win with no property tax. Families win with low prices. Family wins with no electricity and water increases. You will have more income in your pockets to spend on the upliftment of your families. You will have more money in your pockets. Families will win when they have a legal firearm to defend themselves and their families. You know, I said, I asked you to imagine a home sleeping in your bed, and you have a home invasion, and a bandit comes, whether it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they invade your home,